welcome back to Revelation 11:27, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. And today, actually right in this very moment in time, I wanted to light up this orange candle. How cool. How cool is this? And I love like the spiral of it. Look, kind of like hypnotizing a little bit. Oh, it feels like a magic wand. Okay, let me not. Turn off the fan. You know, I figured this out like on my own, but I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. Well, first, you know what we always do. I'm like, every time I turn on a new candle, I always do the wax with you guys, and that's to stick the candle into the actual container or the candle holder. But what I was gonna tell you guys is a really good way to not manifest, but how do I say this? A really good way to bring power into your prayers is to do it in front of a candle, because the fire just intensifies everything. So if you were to be like this, and you just close your eyes and you envision whatever it is, the results are like 10 times strong. That's what you have to do, right? You have to envision your magic. You can't just do your magic and just let it go. No, you have to envision your magic, where it's going, with how much force, with how much speed, with how much precision, you know? And you have to envision the waves that you're sending out. That's some top secret knowledge. Confirmation with the birdie. Let's see what the energy is. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and I hope you're staying motivated. I hope you're staying fired up for life. Ignited for life, like the candle. What do we need to see, Spirit? What do we need to know? It says, mice. The robber mice take your treasure. Inside the house, they steal with pleasure. Hopes not forgone when this card is near. Once the mice are gone, you regain what is clear. Wow. So there were some mice in your house, right? Some mice in your environment. Some mice that you were just hanging out with, thinking they were just, cool people. But really, they were just keeping you confused. Keeping you stuck, maybe in a way of thinking and in a way of living, inviting you out to the same places every weekend. Keeping you confused, keeping you tempted, keeping you confused as to what it is that you really want. And that was their job, to keep you confused. But look, once the mice are gone, you regain what is clear. So once you take out these people, places, and things from your life that were just keeping you confused, stuck, that is when you can gain clarity. And it looks like, to me, you've gained the clarity because you've taken out the mice out of your life. That's amazing. Okay, I'd seen this one, so I think it was meant to be. It's actually card number 1. It says Cavalier, right? Heed well good news from the cavalier. Impassioned views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides veiled in the day, once disguised, soon flies away. So maybe, yeah, maybe you're feeling impassioned about what is coming forward now that you have cleared away whatever confusion you had in your life, right? You're not only did you gain clarity, but it's like you gained happiness. You gained even more vision now that the confusion is gone. So that's what keeping you excited. And look, all those hearts there. Maybe you're feeling romantic. Oop. I was not trying to read it, but I guess I will. It's just hearts. You are feeling romantic, right? The heart is a symbol of fulfillment and joy. Romance is in full bloom for you to enjoy. Serenity rests deep in thy heart. Loving yourself is where it should start. So it looks like to me you loved yourself, because in order to get rid of these mice, to gain back your vision, to gain back what is clear, you had to put yourself first, because all these people were making you feel guilty whenever you decided to remove yourself from that environment or take them out of your life, right? And that was you loving yourself, because you knew that you weren't happy wherever it was that you were, right? Sadness that hides veiled in the day, once disguised, soon flies away. Yeah, so you were feeling this like sadness feeling during your days, and it was because you had all these mice around, but you chose yourself. So now that is when it shows that you know that you did an amazing thing by choosing yourself, because now you get to feel passion again. Yeah, I'm glad the mice are out. Where's my bell? Oh yeah. I felt like I needed to hear the sound. Thank you. Let's see. What is the energy, spirit? What do we need to see? What do we need to know? My cards got wet yesterday, and I'm kind of like, some were soaked, but I'm kind of glad that they did get wet. You know, they needed that. The water from the universe, from the skies. We got disruption. So there's been a disruption somewhere in the environment. There's been a disruption in the way someone is thinking, right? Yeah. Maybe you're beginning to understand the importance of just like resting and rejuvenating, kind of like grounding yourself, like that guy in the tree. That was me earlier today and yesterday, and I love nature, right? So you kind of been resting and kind of to gain your clarity back, and maybe this disruption in the way that you think is not really a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because now you're seeing things in a new perspective, whatever that is, right? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But now you probably understand the importance that it is when your body is like, yo, we gotta chill for a little bit. Now you're listening to that more, right? So you can be able, because if you're rested, right, and your chakras are balanced, you're good, right? Your mental clarity is good, then really you can overcome any obstacles or any challenges that are in your way, because you can think clearly. Yeah, come on. Once the mice are gone, you regain what is clear. So that is the disruption. You were thinking a way that wasn't clear, based on these dirty little mice that you had in your life, or these karmic people. And that was the disruption, right? You choosing yourself, so you can really get rid of all those obstacles, aka the mice, aka the people that were just in the way, aka the people that were causing so much chaos and conflict in your life, aka the karmics. Yeah, and that was a transformation, right? The transformation was also the tower that happened in these people's life. But it's also a transformation for you because you've transformed the way that you're thinking, right? And that is the balance that you needed in your life. To really overcome whatever it is that they were trying to sort in your brain, right? And you chose yourself. That's crazy. Loving yourself is where it should start. And you did. That was the balance that you needed. Maybe you were too used to just giving all these people all the time. And they weren't giving nothing to you. Not in any weird way, but come on. That's why there had to be a disruption. Because God didn't want you to continue to have these mice around. Inside the house, they steal with pleasure. So these people were probably stealing from you, stealing your energy, stealing your time, stealing your money, stealing things that you probably worked so hard on. That's why they had to be cleared off. Come on. We got the chariot, yeah. So you are in control, right? You know what you got to do. You know what you're doing. You're balanced. That is amazing. What else do we got to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know? What else do we got to see? What else do we got to learn? Yeah. That was the balance that you needed, to... with the Six of Pentacles here, this is like being generous with someone. Sharing with someone. Maybe sharing your life, sharing whatever it is. You're in control of this, right? But let's go a little bit more in depth into the energy. Guys, the Two of Pentacles, this is balance, right? Maybe when you were juggling too many things and you found the balance. That's amazing. Thank you, Spirit. You found the balance that you needed. And it was love, because the Six of Pentacles here is you being generous with someone, right? And that was the balance that you needed in your life. But let's go a little bit more in depth. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Ace of Pentacles, this is like something that you've manifested. Something that you've been wanting, this union, this collaboration with a specific person. A new financial opportunity, right? And yeah, that is why you're in control of this, because with the Six of Pentacles here, you being generous with this person, you giving and receiving with this person, not only is that the balance that you needed in your life, right, to disrupt whatever these mice were trying to do, but also that will be the beginning of a new financial opportunity, a new business opportunity, maybe with this individual, right? But what else do we need to see here? What else do we gotta know? Yeah, with the Nine of Cups here, that is your happiness. You're going wish fulfillment, comfort, satisfaction. You're going to be satisfied here. And with the Cups here, this is emotionally. You are going to be satisfied emotionally. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, also financially, because not only is this collaboration going to involve you guys' emotions, but also you guys are going to be using your skills and talents to, create some new financial opportunities from that. What else we gotta see? What else we gotta know? Yeah. And let's see, we got the Moon here, we got the King of Pentacles, yeah. And then we got the Nine of Swords. So basically, Yeah, you really look at this photo. It's like you as a King of Pentacles here. The reason why this transformation had to happen, the reason why this balance had to happen was because you recently, or in the recent past, discovered some lies that people in your company or people in your place of work were telling. Not only lies, but also thefts, like these mice, right? And you found that out with the moon here, right? And look how it has these mice now. In a crisis, depressed, they can't sleep, intense anxiety, despair. And maybe this was you when you were hanging around with these mice. This was you before your thinking patterns were disrupted. But that had to happen, that transformation had to happen, right? So you could be able to see what it is that you needed to do and to find the balance that you were missing. But now that's what these people are going through, because you as a King of Pentacles, you as a CEO of whatever company or business or whatever it is, you were able to see the lies. And not only did you see them, but you put these people in their place. Amazing. Okay. What else we gotta know about this energy spirit? We gotta see. Ooh, the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords in reverse, so meaning that someone here is just restless, right? Yeah, of course. How can... yeah, these... not only are they restless, but they can't just chill right now, right? They... come on. Well, yeah, how can you rest when you're feeling like this? You know? Because your lies have been found out. Yeah, your lies, all the deceitful things you've been doing behind this person's back, and behind my back, and behind others' back. Look how this person is there trying to be sneaky and steal the swords. Sneaky, but we see you. I see you. I've been seeing you. What else we gotta know? Yeah, all these people caused were just deception around you, right? And arguments with the Five of Swords here. Arguing, constant chaos, constant fighting in the environment, wherever you were at, you're just over it. Yeah. And it's like every action that they were just taking was just to continue to cause chaos and conflict, to continue to create fights, to continue to gossip. So they had to be stopped by you. So congratulations on doing that. That was the disruption in the environment that needed to happen. Yeah, come on, King of Swords, you were clear. You were clear once the mice were gone, right? You were able to regain your clarity, and clarity is the best thing that you can get to move forward. Because there is no confusion. And like I said before, what is confusion? The devil. If your answer to any question does not arrive at a no, at a if your answer to any question, right, does not arrive at a solid yes, then the answer is always no, because then you'll be confused. Okay? I know someone. Yeah, come on. 10 of Swords. 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords. These people's just deceptive behavior, these people's just schemes, these people's just thefts, everything that they're doing has been caught. And 10 of Swords on the floor, defeated, in a crisis, or messing with God's children, right? Look at you, on the floor, with the truth just striking through the middle of your corpse. For causing so much confusion in the air, for causing so much confusion around town. Look at this guy, he's like, he doesn't even know what to pick. But it's okay. The truth defeated that. Yeah. We got the Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like these people were literally creating all this conflict and chaos against someone who was really... You see how this guy is just there looking outside, like out into the horizons, out into the world, right? They were literally creating all of this confusion, all this chaos against someone who not only was focused on what it is that they need to focus on, right? Like me, but also someone who is taking their time to build whatever it is that they're building. Not only taking their time, but they're also knowledgeable about whatever it is that they're doing. And taking their time and creating a quality product, right? Not the copycat shit that all these people were doing. That's why, come on. Your foundation was built on lies, and that is why it was destroyed. Does that need any more explanation? What's the T-Spirit? What else we gotta know? What else we gotta see? Oh, okay. Impersonator, yeah, copycat. I'm telling you, these people were literally copying everything that I was doing. The way I speak, the way I move, the way I dress, what I do with my cars, my music, my art, my spirituality. And yet they were literally talking shit about me, saying that I was a prostitute, that I was a drug addict, that I was crazy, just so they could gain whatever it is from the community, from people, so they could be like, oh yeah, you did make this up, or you did come up with this. No. That is why they run out of ideas, because they can't siphon from anything anymore. And now they're looked like the impersonators, because come on, when your gifts are natural, when your gifts are organic, like mine, you will always innovate, right? Meaning that more and more ideas will come. But if you steal them, that's when you're seen like this. And those are the same people that are like this. And like this. And those are the same people that are thieves that got caught. These are the same people that were the mice that were stealing from you. Were stealing from me, that were stealing from others in the community. These people are also groupies, right? They just wanted to be seen a certain way, to be seen in a certain light, to try and gain some popularity over my name, or what they're doing, or whatever it is. It was just false. These people are thieves and they're copycats, right? And they're groupies. They just want to hang out with the crowd. They want to be seen. And now look at them. They're running away from everything. Thank you, Spirit, for that beautiful message, man. What else do we got to see? What else do we got to know? I love that orange candle. So cool. Orange for your sacral. Right here. Above your root. Where all the creativity comes. Right? Crazy how people also mess with your sacral. I have some stories to it right now. Lovers. Wow, these people created all this chaos against two people that genuinely, truthfully love each other. Two people that God has ordained to be together. Two real lovers, right? Look at that. Look how these people are just kissing there. That's why they want to create all this chaos. And now that's why they're like this. What else do we gotta know, Spirit? So we got main male. Expectation. So there's a guy here expecting something. A man here expecting something. Right? What are they expecting, Spirit? The guy could be you or it could be someone that you know. Whichever. Yeah. They're expecting a message, right? Message about what, Spirit? Okay. They're expecting a message about two people getting married in the near future, in the distant horizons. Okay, why does that concern them, really? No, of course, because that's what they didn't want. That's why they are like this, defeated on the floor. But let's just get a few of these, actually. What else do we got to see, Spirit? What else do we got to know? Yeah, the Chariot, again. You're in control. There's nothing these people can do. The Chariot is already running. It's already as fast as it can go, and nothing can stop it. Yeah, look. Three of Wands. It's like the devil is here. These people were just putting in so much fire, so much intention to try and stop your horse from you going into your path. Look at the devil here. It's like, come here, like, you know, when you're like, you felt all this tension, or you felt all of this energy that you probably took it as yours and didn't realize that it's literally projections that other people put, like, and not even that, these people go above and beyond. They do witchcraft and black magic and rituals and shit. We've already talked about that before. So you were feeling all this fire and you didn't know how to control it, right? Because that was them, right? Sending that energy to you. So you had to take some time off. You're like, yo, like, why do I feel like this? So then you walked away from all of this. And that was the disruption that had to happen. Because now, you're the Knight of Wands, fire, you feel passionate about whatever it is that you're going to do next, wherever it is that you're heading to. Look at the Knight of Wands. Yeah, same thing. There, ready with his candle, his torch. Very romantic. Yeah, and with the Page of Swords here, maybe you gotta say something. Maybe there's something that you gotta say to someone. But I think I'm going to leave this message here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate you. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And yeah, thank you guys. I love this channel that I've created. I love that I've created a place where we can all be ourselves. And we could just talk about, like, literally subjects that not everyone speaks about. And I think a lot of people should, right? But I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.